my pleasure to welcome Julie Ranty, CEO and co-founder of Pollen. Now, indeed, a bold player in professional learning and the collaborative economy. Julie, thank you very much for joining me here.
Thanks a lot, Molly. I'm very pleased to be here.
Well, so I'd like to ask you, firstly, tell us a bit about really what led you to co-found Pollen.
Well, our ambition with Pollen is to give access to the best level of professional training. And how do we do that? Is by changing the trainers. To us, the best trainers are the operators on the field, not professional trainers, but people who are currently operating in marketing, in data and AI, in leadership position, who are the best at their jobs and who will be able to share a concrete solution, concrete insights, so that all the trainings are very hands-on and actionable for all the learners. And so we design for companies such as L'Oréal, Doctolib, etc., custom training programs on the most forward-looking skills.
Excellent. Well, I understand that you've just wrapped a study then on AI maturity and training. Tell us a bit about what the results are, what came out of it.
Yeah, we designed a study with our friend in the EdTech scene, which is called EdFlex. We interviewed more than 200 learning and development managers and talents, and two results were key. The first one is that there's a big training frenzy. 87% of the L&D manager make AI training their number one priority for the year to come, because only 10% of them feel the organization is mature. 57 of the talent are already using AI, but there's a big gap between the widespread adoption and the feeling of the maturity of the company on that technology, because we're still at the beginning. It's a very fast-moving technology, so we need to upskill people throughout the way and every time. It's really a lifelong learning challenge.
Well, you touched a bit upon it. Can you tell us, and really, how is this indicating how companies are indeed preparing for the future, or really how they should effectively design AI training programs?
Yeah, they are designing programs on two dimensions. The first one is on core technical skills regarding AI, so it's like prompting, building agents, which are like the fundamentals. But as they do that, with a very job-related approach, because you don't need to have a theory on prompting. You need to know, when you work in sales, how to easily rely your CRM with the follow-up email and make some workflows that will enable you to gain maybe 20% of productivity. And that's concretely in your use case how it works. But as you train people on the very technical use case on prompting and building agents, at the same time you need to invest a lot on soft skills. And actually 78% of the participants say that one of the big focus for them was soft skill, critical thinking, project management, empathy, adaptive thinking, resilience, because as we are all evolving in a very fast-moving world, those are the competencies that would make the differentiator. Because soon, I hope that everyone will be able to prompt and to build agent. It will be kind of commoditized. So what will differentiate each talent is going to be their most human skills. So, and talents, they have realized that, so they want to invest in that for them.
Well, there's certainly then a lot of really good insights that are on that study, and our viewers, just in case you can indeed take a look at this study on Pollen's website. Now, Julie, the last time you were here with us at VivaTech News, it was back in 2023, and you had just launched Pollen. Tell us, how have things been going in the time since then?
Well, it was 2 years ago, but it seems like a century when you're at an early stage company. In 2 years, we achieved some very great steps. We've trained 7,000 people coming from great and very demanding organization and really matching their satisfaction. L'Oréal, Doctolib, BNPP, Orange, Deezer, on 3 specific topics: AI, leadership, and marketing and sales, with, as I mentioned earlier, top trainers, top operators from the field. There's the CTO of Malt, who spent earlier 15 years in the Silicon Valley. There's the head of product of OpenAI, which is at the heart of the R&D on machine learning. There's the VB Data of BlaBlaCar, or the former CMO of LinkedIn Global. Those are the kind of trainers that we have at Pollen, and I'm very glad that they decided to share their knowledge, share their expertise with our community of learners.
All right, wonderful. Well, before I let you go, now some of our viewers may recognize you indeed because you were, of course, the standout managing director at VivaTech for the first 6 years. This has helped to get things off the ground and helping to turn it into what it is today. Tell us, as you're looking around and seeing everything on the exhibit floor, how does it feel to be back?
Well, it feels great. I mean, it still feels like home. I arrived this morning and I was really happy. I'm also happy to see that the event has continued to grow. Yes. Even more international, even more innovation with this very big focus on AI. So no, that's really exciting to be on the other side of the fence with a booth and some keynotes today.
Oh, wonderful. All right. Well, Julie, thank you very much for joining me here. Julie Ranty, CEO and co-founder of Pollen. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Molly.
All right, everyone. Well, we're going to go ahead and head back out to the exhibit floor. This for Inside VivaTech.